everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a chicken sheet pan dinner. It's going to be real quick and simple. I'm not going to follow any recipe. I'm just going to kind of throw things together, see where we end up. You need to go ahead and preheat your oven to 425, and then let's go ahead and get our spices together first. I'm just going to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, just some of our favorite spices to put all over the chicken. We're going to do chicken thighs, and we're going to do baby carrots, and we're going to do green beans, fresh ones, fresh on both. So let's go ahead and do that. I did stick my carrots into the microwave with a little bit of water and try to steam them a little bit so they won't be as hard, you know, when it's time for it to be done. They're not really soft, but they're a little bit softer than they were. But let's go ahead and start on our spices, herbs and spices first. I'm going to do onion powder, quite a bit, and none of this is measured, so you kind of do it how you would like to. Garlic powder, but not as much. And I'm gonna have to, I need to say this. We're doing about 2 pounds of beans and about 1 pound of baby carrots, and then we're gonna do about 8, I believe, chicken thighs. So we're gonna need quite a bit. This is paprika. Let's do some salt. This is seasoned salt. You can use regular salt if you want to, or kosher. Pepper. Thyme is my favorite, so good amount of that. Rosemary, not so much, so I'm gonna go sparingly on that one. And some parsley. Okay, let me stir all these up. I'll do a little bit more paprika. And I'm only going to show you half of everything because I'm going to split this up among two sheet pans. So I've got 4 thighs in here. And I'm going to put some oil on those. You can use any type. We're going to do about half of our carrots. Half of our green beans. About 1 pound. So we got that. I'll get a cooking spoon. Stir this up so that you spread the oil on everything.
Hey, now that our names are written in stone, let's be honest, sounds like home. Still I'm here alone and I'm calling your phone. I wish I could wipe my own memory out. I wish I could dream about somebody else. I wish I could talk when this...
You can do this in a cooking bag or oven bag, but I'm just going to put it on a 4-line pan. I'm going to go ahead and place my chicken.
That will make sense. I wish I would know what you're thinking about. I wish I could wipe my own memory out.
Grab some more foil over the top, and you can either cover the complete pan just like this, just lay it on top, or you can tighten it around the pan. I'm just going to lay it on top, and the oven's already preheated. We're going to stick this in, so I'm going to have 2 sheet pans of the same thing, and I'm just going to make double. But we're going to do it like this instead of putting everything on one, is so that it'll cook evenly. So remember that. Okay, so we'll just put this in the oven until everything's done, especially the chicken. I'll see you back here in a few. I just wanted to show you, it's got plenty of seasoning on it, but I just want to take the excess seasoning because I didn't want to have to pack it away, and just put a little bit more on everything. And that's it. And then put your foil on, just like before, and put it in the oven and cook it until everything is done. Okay, y'all, after about 45 minutes to an hour, your chicken should be ready to go. Because I steamed the carrots a little bit before I add them to the green beans, that helped cook them just a tiny bit, and they're completely tender without falling apart. And chicken's done, and it literally took me less than an hour, and I did 2 sheet pan dinners. Today we are going to make a messy Mexican stuffed shells dish. I get really lazy with my stuffed shells, so right now we're going to make the filling, and then I'll show you what I mean by messy. If you've ever seen any of my past recipes for stuffed shells, you'll see where I do not fill each individual shell. I just plop it on there and go with it. I used to do it, but it just didn't matter, and I was in a hurry, and so I would hurry up and just do it all and assemble it and everything, and the kids never noticed, and so I just kept going with it. I've already cooked a pound of ground beef and a sweet onion. You do not have to do sweet onion. I'm just getting tired of chopping up onions and my eyes burn. So I did a Vidalia onion, and this, I've already drained it. So you need to soften about 4 ounces of cream cheese. And we're gonna mix that in together. We're done. We got everything mixed together. Now we're gonna put in our taco seasoning. A couple tablespoons of taco seasoning is all you need. I did my homemade taco seasoning, and I just did enough for a pound of meat. And that's gonna be it for the meat portion. I have already boiled my jumbo shells, and I've already got those set in the baking dish waiting. You need to go ahead and make sure your oven is preheated to 350, because you're going to have to put this in the oven for a little while. Now I'm going to show you the part that makes the sauce, where typically you would use spaghetti sauce. This is going to be a little bit different. So let's move over to the counter so you can see that process. Okay, y'all, so we're moving over to the counter. You're going to need a small bowl, 1 cup of salsa. You can use pecani sauce too if that's what you have on hand, and 1 10-ounce can of enchilada sauce. Our family enjoys the green enchilada sauce. I figured I could add this. It's really not going to change the color at all, and if it does, oh well, we like it, so it'll be fine. 10-ounce can though, don't get one of those really big cans. Okay, so here's our 9x13 pan. I went ahead and sprayed it, and I've got our noodles cooked, but we're gonna have to take out just the first little bit, because I forgot to put some sauce in the bottom of this before I did it. To me, I need to reserve as much sauce as possible, so I don't even use that much. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go. And like I said, there's no secret to it. I just kind of pile them all up in there together. And then we will start with our meat portion. You're basically going to put about a tablespoon per noodle, but like I said, these are kind of messy, so I just start dolloping. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes.
vessels out of sand, reaching for the grand.
So you're going to get it to this point. You're going to take the remaining sauce that you have. You're going to pour it over. So we need to cover this with foil, and we're going to bake it for 30 minutes. And once we take it out, we're going to add our cheeses. You're going to need a half a cup of mozzarella and 1 1/4 cup of cheddar. So I need to cover it with foil really well. So let it warm up. You're going to stick it in there for about 30 minutes. And then you're going to take it out, put the cheese on it, and put it back in for about 10 minutes until it's bubbly. I'll try to show you that process. So I'll be back here in 30. Okay, y'all, so this is the time where you take it out of the oven. Take the foil off, and then you're going to sprinkle 1 1/2 cups of cheddar. And about 1/2 cup of mozzarella.
Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other.
And then we're going to put it back in the oven uncovered until this cheese melts, and then we'll be ready to serve. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product with the cheese melted on top. It's going to be a perfect meal, really cheap, not too difficult to throw together. A little bit involved, but that's about it. If you'd like to see more content, be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.